So which came first, the chicken or the egg? In this dish, it doesn't really matter because they're all going to be cooked together. This dish is called Oyakodon. It's a Japanese classic and it literally means parent and child because of course it contains chicken and eggs. This recipe again uses our homemade teriyaki sauce because it is just so easy and so versatile. But if you don't want to make this, and I don't really know why you wouldn't, you can just use a couple of tablespoons each of mirin, sake and soy sauce with a bit of sugar as well. My other ingredients are here, a chicken thigh fillet with the skin on. This is again one of those extended thigh fillets with kind of a deboned Maryland. Some eggs, a little bit of chicken stock, or you could just use water or dashi, onion, spring onion, and some nori here. Seaweed, the kind that you would use to wrap sushi. So to get started with my prep, I like to kind of start from the end and work backwards. That saves on washing up boards. So before I get even to touching the chicken, I'll slice up my nori. This will be the garnish on the end. Some spring onion to go on the end as well. A really good habit if you want to keep your knives sharp is just get into the habit if you're picking stuff up or bringing things together on the board, don't scrape with the blade part of your knife, just use the back of it. It's just as effective and it is going to prolong the edge of your knife by quite a lot. Now for some onion as well. I'm just going to peel that, but I don't want to cut it too thin because I want to have bits of onion in there and it's going to soften up quite a lot when we cook it with the chicken. So about 1/2 to 1 centimetre thick slices. And now for my eggs. Really important part with Oyakodon is to make sure the eggs are really, really well beaten so the yolk is as yellow as possible. Any bits of white are going to stop your Oyakodon from looking really nice and golden. So that's kind of everything I need. I've got my eggs, I've got my chicken, onion. These are the things that we're going to cook with. A normal Oyakodon is kind of cooking the chicken and the onions all together, but I think you get so much more flavour if you actually just fry the chicken first, particularly if you've got the skin on like this one has. So I'll fry it about half the way through first, then cut it up, mix it back in with the onions and finish off the dish. So first just a touch of oil into a hot frying pan, bit of salt for the chicken and straight into the pan. Just want to get the outside of the chicken nicely browned. It's not going to be cooked all the way through because I'm going to finish it off in the pan, so I'll take that off now. Quickly just slice up the chicken. Before I put the chicken back in, I'll start with the onions. Now the chicken, our teriyaki sauce. And just let that start to caramelize a little bit. This isn't teriyaki chicken, of course, so I do need to dilute that again. I'll just use some stock. In Japanese cuisine, you'd use dashi, but if you've got a little bit of chicken stock, it really is completely fine to use that, even just water if you want to. Now here's a really important part. Before I put the eggs in, because we're almost at that point now, I want to get my rice into my bowls because you don't want to overcook the eggs in the Oyakodon. You don't want this to be scrambled eggs. You just want them to be lightly set, so you have to move fast. So as soon as the eggs are looking just right, actually a little bit before just right, I want to take them out, put them over the rice, garnish it, and we're ready to serve.